Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Divine Thought telling you what it is, what it ain't, and what it look like. Okay, I know I haven't done a video in a long time, right? Lot been going on. Been on Twitter and Twitter Spaces everywhere though. Um, I'm just here to drop a quick video real quick to tell y'all who I like, who I really not a fan of, and who it look like we may end up taking. First of all, what it is. Who I like? Kyler Gordon. That's my dude. People have heard me say it all the time on Twitter. I love his quickness. I love his transitional quickness. I love his quick twitch. I love his agility. I love the dude's physical demeanor. I mean, I've seen him lay some wood on people, like see a receiver catch the ball. All I need is 2 yards to get this first down. Smack. Love it. Love it. Want more of it. That's what we need in our secondary. Another player like that. I know a lot of people are concerned because he ran a 4.52, but if you watch his film, he's faster than 4.52. He has elite athleticism everywhere else across the board. So don't see an issue with him. People are like, okay, who do you compare him to? I said, man, that's tough. That's tough. I said, he kind of sort of remind me of a taller version of Pac-Man Jones, but then again, mixed in with a little, it's kind of hard to say. But I love the man's game, and the fact that he can still keep learning, and we have one of the better DB coaches in the NFL. I like that. I also like Mr. Andrew Hood. Now, he reminds me of former Bingo Leon Hall. I like his demeanor. Sometimes he's too aggressive. You know, he wants to knock somebody's head off too much and he'll whiff. But I love that energy. I like his ball skills. I think he's not the greatest athlete, but his instincts and his demeanor, I love it. But the only problem and concern with him is his injury history. Everybody know I also love Perion Winfrey. I think he's the absolute. He would fit in perfectly as that backup three tech behind BJ Hill. I believe that he can give us a pass rush. I believe when he was in college, they had him move up and down the line. I mean, he never was really, focused on one position. And I believe if we draft him, he would be strictly a 3 tech. And I believe they can continue to develop him. He's a good athlete. He's got good quickness. He can get small in gaps. He has long arms. He has a 35-inch arm length, and I like his attitude. I think he would fit in big time with us. Now, he do need to get better with some of his hand technique, right? And his leverage at times. And he needs to get a little bit bigger. I love Logan Hall. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, he reminds me of Michael Bennett. Not Ohio State Michael Bennett. I'm talking about the Michael Bennett that used to play for the Seahawks. That's who he reminds me of. Now, I also love Logan Hall. Logan Hall has high upside. I can see Logan Hall playing end, and I can see him playing 3 tech. I want him to be a 3 tech, but it's nice to have the option to have somebody out there on end. I love his motor. I love his quickness. His arm length is not, it's not the longest, but it's not, he don't have T-Rex arms. So I think he'll be all right there. And I love his nastiness. Now, with it ain't, who I don't necessarily like, I'm not a fan of Elam. I believe he's a good mold of clay that you can mold into a player. But I think it's going to take him more time because he panics too much and he gets grabby. If he feels like he's beat, he's going to grab. And some of that stuff he got away with in college, he ain't going to get away with in the pros. I also have an issue with his tackling, because sometimes he just doesn't look like he wants to mix it up. I like his size, love his athleticism, but those two things kind of really concern me. What it looks like we may end up drafting either Linderbaum if he's there. Devontae Wyatt. I think Devontae's a little overrated. I know. Whew. Who are you to say he's overrated? I get it. Devontae Wyatt played on a line full of Greek gods, okay? And Devontae didn't really put up stats that you would expect somebody with his athletic profile to put up. Then you add in the fact that he's already 24 years old. Now, if we was talking about the second round, I'm good. But the first round, nah. And I don't understand. Somebody got to tell me, what's the difference between him and Curtis Brooks? I mean, he is about 15 pounds heavier. I give him that. But they're roughly about the same height. The athleticism are very, very similar. Except for Curtis Brooks produced more on the field. Curtis Brooks didn't have nowhere near the talent on his defensive line or on his defense in general that Georgia had. Curtis Brooks, he didn't play. They'll say, he didn't play against the good competition. Well, I remember Curtis Brooks making several splash plays against Alabama. I mean, really. So I don't understand how one is a projected first round pick and Devontae Wyatt and the other is a late rounds possible undrafted free agent. I don't get that. I don't get it at all. Linderbaum. Okay, back to Linderbaum. Linderbaum reminds me so much of Jeff Saturday, right? He's smaller. He's an explosive athlete. He can move. He used to wrestle, so he got the leverage thing down. He has the toughness. My only concern with him is the 31-inch arm length, because I just have a problem seeing him go against the Chris Joneses. I have a problem seeing him go against the Cam Hayward. I have a problem seeing him go against these big guys that he's going to have to deal with in our division and in the teams that we play in general. I have a problem with that. Was he able to get away with a lot of that stuff in college? Absolutely. But in the NFL, that's a huge step up in competition. So, would I be mad if we draft him? Absolutely not. No, I wouldn't. Would I be flipping off tables and jumping up and down celebrating? No, I will not. Another person. Curtis. No, I'm sorry, not Curtis. I already talked about Curtis. Travis Jones. I like Travis Jones, and he reminds me of kind of sort of like a mixture between Dana Stubblefield. Now, I'm not talking about the Dana Stubblefield when he went to Washington. I'm talking about the Dana Stubblefield when he played for the 49ers next to Bryant Young. He reminds me of Dana Stubblefield. And what I mean by that is he's physical, he's aggressive, he can dominate in the run game, but he got enough to give you a pass rush, right? He graded out as an elite athlete for his size, right? And I feel like with his demeanor, his nastiness, I believe he will be a very good player for us. So that's it. I said I was going to drop a quick video. This is your boy Divine Thought. This is Who Dey Vision, telling you what it is, what it ain't, and what it look like. Happy holiday. Happy draft day. Peace.